Hey, sixth grade. This is your language lesson for Monday, April the 20th. Lesson 6 is due today. Lesson 7 is due tomorrow, Tuesday, April 21st. Lesson 7 is indefinite pronouns. You just had a test with indefinite pronouns. I think basically you're understanding indefinite pronouns, so follow directions carefully on the indefinite pronouns. We're not going to talk anything else about lesson 7 for the indefinite pronouns. Make sure that check whether they're plural or singular and decide which verb to use with them. Make sure you know that. So lesson 7 is due on Tuesday the 21st. One thing that I want to show you on lesson 7, number 15, is a diagram. This diagram will be graded, as in I will want to know the amount wrong. This week we are going to randomly pick parts from every assignment to keep track of the grade, and I will make clear what they are, and at the end of the week on Friday I will make sure that you know exactly which ones that you're supposed to have a grade for. Okay, so you just keep track of the ones that you grade, have the number wrong beside them, and give that total number wrong on your language quiz at the end of the week then. All right? So in lesson 7, number 15, the diagram. These are the functions of each word in the sentence, and then you need to diagram them. All right? So the sentence is, Japan, a densely populated country, manufactures many important products. There's 9 words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the words are in this order. Okay, Japan is the subject. So you have a subject, you have an adjective, you have an adverb, you have a participle. Think about what a participle is. A participle is a verb form that is an adjective. The running water. Okay, running can be a verb, usually is a verb. In this case, running water is an adjective. Check out how you diagram participles. Okay, I think lesson 6 will show you how to diagram participles. Actually, not lesson 6. Look in your chart under adjectives on your reference sheet and wherever it talks about participles. Okay, participles are adjectives, but they're diagrammed a little special. All right. A positive. How do you diagram positives? That is in lesson 6. All right. And then you have a verb, an adjective, and a direct object. So write that down, jot that down for number 15, lesson 7. This is from lesson 6, these other diagrams. Let's grade them so that they don't distract you. So lesson 6, number 9. I did the same thing for this sentence as I did for this. So see how you do on this, okay? If you know how to diagram the subject, adjectives, and things like that, then you should be able to put everything in the right order here. God gives, subject, verb, his, adjective, children, indirect object. This is how indirect objects are diagrammed. Many, adjective, that doesn't need to be capitalized, by the way. Blessings is a direct object, okay? God gives blessings, direct object, goes to the indirect object, children. The indirect object is always diagrammed under the verb, like this, okay? His and that. Number 11. That sentence starts with an adverb. So this should be capitalized. That's not the most important thing. Someday, adverb, saying when he would be. Someday, little fox would be a great, adjectives, hunter, predicate nominative, and then prepositional phrase, like his father. So check those out. Make corrections on your diagrams, okay? By now you should have the basics of diagramming. It shouldn't be too complicated for you anymore. But there are those diagrams. Let's just quickly look at a few others on lesson 6. First part, this is noun review. You're supposed to label the predicate nominative, circle direct objects, and put parentheses around the indirect objects. Number 1. Johnny Liklac was an Eskimo boy. He was a boy. All right? Boy is a predicate nominative. PN on top of boy. Number 3, 2 little girls were giving their dolls a boat ride. What was being given? Are you giving the dolls or are you giving a ride? Ride should be circled as a direct object and dolls should be in parentheses as an indirect object. The dolls were getting the ride. The direct object was going to the dolls. This is not the same as saying Ellie gave her doll to Emma. Okay, in that case, doll would be, or you could say, you could do it like this. Ellie gave Emma her doll. All right, so doll would be direct object there. That's what's being given, and Emma would be getting the doll, but that is not what this is. The ride is being given, ride circled, dolls in parentheses. Appositives and appositive phrases. Number 7, cream cheese. What renames cream cheese without a linking verb? You should underline a soft cheese and circle cheese. All right, we looked at those diagrams. I gave you the diagram for number 21, I think. Let's just talk about that. The diagram for 21, you should have written down. By the way, I should have told you this before. You should not be watching this before you have lesson 6 finished, right? You should not be watching this before you have lesson 6 finished. It's not a big deal for that, but we are going to keep track of the amount wrong on your spelling. So if you do not have spelling finished yet, get that done before I give the answers, please. The answers for the diagram on number 20. You have the diagram, you have a compound subject, Ron, Steve. And you should have the correlative conjunctions either or in the rocket there by the dotted line somehow. Ron, Steve, the verb is will take. The direct object is you. There's an adverb, home, under will take. That's where they will take you. And then you should have the or on the seat in between those two diagrams. In the bottom diagram, you can come as the verb, prepositional phrase with Dean, and adjective, adverb home. All right, so let's grade the spelling. And in these, I want you to keep track of the number wrong, okay? Just put the number wrong on the top of the spelling page so that you know that this is a number wrong that you need to keep track of for the week. And I'll remind you of everything that you need. So, number 32, Heavenly Messenger is an angel. A-N-G-E-L. 33, a person who is leaving his home country to live in another is an emigrant. E-M-I. 34, warm and friendly, full of energy. That's the hearty. T-Y. 35, a suggestion or opinion about what should be done. That is advice. C-E. 36, a prediction of something to come. Prophecy. C-Y. 37, second of two things listed. Near the end, more recent. Second of two things listed. Near the end, more recent. That's latter. T-T. 38 is breathe. Silent E on the end. 39, dessert. Two S's. Chocolate cake is a dessert. 40, to recommend or instruct. I advise you to do this. Advise, that's S-E. 41, Container with a spout and handle for pouring liquids is a pitcher. P-I-T-C-H. P-I-T-C-H. 42, fish hook. Space between two lines that meets, a way of looking at a problem. Angle. A-N-G-L-E. 43, after the expected time, he came later than he was supposed to. 1T. 44, the condition of having plenty to do is busyness. B-U-S-Y-N-E-S-S. The air taken in, a breath. Same as breathe, except you don't have the E at the end. No E at the end. 46, your job. You own a business. B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. A picture, you hang a picture on the wall. P-I-C-T-U-R-E. To tell what will happen in the future is to prophesy. That's S-Y. 49, a person who comes into a country from a foreign country is an immigrant. I-M-M. For 50, that tree is very hardy. Hard, H-A-R-D-Y. Having the ability to withstand harsh treatment weather. Bold, brave, you are hardy. H-A-R-D-Y. And the desert, the Sahara Desert, D-E-S, 1-S-E-R-T. So put the number wrong for those. If they're spelled wrong, if you have the wrong one in the blank, but only one wrong. Like if you have the wrong one in the blank and it's spelled wrong, just one wrong. So you can only get one wrong. All right, put your number wrong on top of that page or something, and we will keep track of that. All right, thank you.